Okay, family, this is going to be my attempt at making shrimp and grits. To save time, I've already prepared all the ingredients here, prepped them, so this will move quickly. So the main ingredient you need is shrimp. I've already peeled and deveined the shrimp, and I reserved the shells because I'm going to make my own shrimp stock. So they've been peeled and deveined and rinsed. I have smoked sauces. Get whatever your favorite smoked sausage is and quarter it up. I have purple onion, regular onion, bell pepper, celery. This is my own Creole season. This is some diced tomatoes, basically for color. No recipe actually called for that, but I'm going to use that. And then I have some green onions here. We have some bacon. I'm going to use about 4 pieces, and I'm going to reserve the grease it makes. We have some cheddar cheese that we're going to use when we make our cheesy grits. Any kind of grits, cook grits the way you normally do. The seasonings we're going to use here, we're going to use a little olive oil to saute. We're going to use some chicken broth. We're going to use some Creole seasoning, regular salt, regular pepper. I got Old Bay seasoning because it's really good for seafood. And then I have 2 neat things I'm going to try, which is Seafood Magic and Poultry Magic. We'll see how that goes. The only thing that isn't here is milk. I'm also going to use a little milk when I make my grits. I'm going to cook that with half chicken broth and half milk and prepare my grits, okay? We'll get back to that. What you're going to need to cook it in is a saucepan and a pot, and of course your utensils. So that's everything you need, family. All right, let's get started. Okay, so in a pot I have combined 1 cup of water and 1 cup of chicken broth. I've added the shrimp shells. If you have the heads on your shrimp, reserve those too, because all that gives you flavor. But we're going to boil these shells. I put onions and bell peppers, salt, pepper, and a little Creole seasoning. So we're going to let that cook for about 20 minutes till I get all the flavor out of those shells. And then we're going to strain it. And that's going to be the stock that we use to build on the shrimp and grits sauce. Okay. Stay tuned. Okay, I have strained my shrimp stock, threw everything else away, just kept the stock. And so now we're going to get started with sauteing some things. I'll stop the video to save time, and we'll just turn it back on. First, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan, and then we're going to saute these veggies. First with the sausage. First we're going to saute the sausage. Okay, I'm sauteing the purple onion, the garlic, and the sausage. I'm going to wait until this is almost done, and then I'll add my other Creole seasoning. Okay, I have added the Creole seasoning. I'm going to saute it a little bit. Once this is almost translucent, then I'm going to add a little bit of the green onions. I don't like my green onions to cook too long because I like the color that they give. So I'm going to just saute them just a little bit. So now I'm going to add a little bit of my green onions, especially the top part, the white. And I'm going to saute that together. I'll be back. All right, here comes the fun part. I'm about to add 2.5 tablespoons of flour to start this roux. Gonna add it and stir it until it kind of turns a little brown. All right, we'll be back. So now it has just a little bit of browning to it. I'm gonna add the shrimp stock now, and hopefully it'll turn into a nice roux. All right, so now I have added about 2 cups of my shrimp stock here, And it's got a little thickening to it, not too thick. You don't want it too thick, and the more it cooks, it'll thicken up just a little bit. So now I'm going to add my diced tomatoes, and I'm gonna stir in my shrimp and let it cook. Okay, I've stirred in about a half a can of my stewed tomatoes. I'm gonna let that cook for about a minute or so, just till I see it bubbling again, and then I'm gonna add this shrimp. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, not much because I flavor my stock pretty good. I'm also gonna add a little Creole seasoning, just a little bit of that as well. It pretty much has a good flavor. And a little black pepper. Want to see a little black pepper running around in here, so. Come on now, pepper. Act like it don't want to come out. All right, I'm gonna let this simmer, and we'll be back in a minute. It smells amazing. I can't wait to taste it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my water boiling for my grits. I have combined here 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm gonna add just a little salt and pepper and a little butter to that and bring it to a boil. All right, I'll be back. So this is how the dish is looking right now. The shrimp are almost done. It's not too thick, not too thin. It smells amazing. I have gotten the milk, chicken broth, salt, pepper, little butter, and I'm trying to bring it to a boil because I'm gonna start preparing the grits. And I turned this down really low now, just so it can simmer and stay hot till I get these grits done. But so far, it's looking pretty favorable. All right, I wish everybody was here so they could taste this, but I'm gonna take some over here to Uncle Clarence and Aunt Deborah and let them give me their opinion when I'm done. All right, we'll be back. Okay, these grits, they've been cooking for about 45 minutes. They are nice and creamy, but I gotta add the cheese to it. A little more cheese than I'm normally putting in cheesy grits. They actually have a good flavor. Cooking them with the milk, I think, made the creamy, and then the chicken broth just gave it a little different flavor. It doesn't taste like breakfast grits where you just get really buttery grits. This is a different kind of grit, but it has a good flavor. Good flavor. So I'm about to add some cheese. This is cheddar and Colby. I'm just going to stir it until it gets a good consistency, and then I'll be back with you. I need 2 hands. I got to hold the pot with the other hand. All right, I'll be back. So I have stirred that little cheese in there. It's back to the creamy consistency with the cheese completely combined all through. The grits are not runny. They're not extremely stiff either. So that's good. So now, fam, here's the shrimp sauce for the shrimp and grits. So now I'm about to plate it up. And then we're going to get Kenisa in here and let her try it. All right, stay tuned. All right. So here's the finished product. I plated it up. I didn't give her a whole lot because we got to see what she think, if she's going to even like it. I've never had this dish either, but I'm about to try it too. I'm going to try to see if I can't get her facial expression when she does try it. But the dish is done, guys. Let's see. Okay, guys, so here is the dish, and Kanissa's about to sample for the first time my first ever shrimp and grits. All right, let's go. Let's see what her reaction is gonna be. Get some grits, girl. So what you think? The flavor? What it kind of tastes like?
I like it though.
It is a good flavor?
Mm-hmm.
You think you'll eat it again if I cook it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go get one more opinion. I'm gonna go take Uncle Clarence and Deborah some, but I don't know if Uncle Clarence could eat those grits, but we're gonna see. All right, get back with you later.